G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and today I'm going to show you how to build my Japanese storage room. And of course it isn't a requirement for you to use this as a storage room. You may just want to build this as a really cool house in your Japanese village. Now the design for this is super simple, it's just a rectangle. But there's nothing simple about the roof. There's a lot of detail in this, and I do think it looks super awesome. And the interior looks super awesome as well. So like I said, it's set up just as a storage room. So we've got a wall of chests and furnaces. We've got all our little gadgets like grindstones and ender chests. And then we've got two more walls of chests over here with barrels in the middle. And of course, if this isn't enough storage, you could put another wall of chests where this doorway is right here. So like I said, you can use this just as a super awesome house in your new village. If it's too long for what you want, you can always just squish it together a little bit, make it a bit narrower. You can do anything you like. It's a very simple design, so you can change the shape very easily. Although, if you do want to use this as a storage room, it'd be great if you're building out in a new cherry blossom biome, you can build this first and keep all your materials together for building whatever it is you're creating. And of course, you can use this building as just your storage room in a much larger base. And this is how the build looks without shaders, and you can find a full materials list in the video description. So we're going to begin by marking out the area that we're going to need for this building, and you can do this just with a rectangle of dirt, and this rectangle will be 35 blocks by 21. Now come along to one of your 35 block long walls, and this will be the front of your building. So at the front here with spruce planks, we're going to skip the first grass block, but then we're going to place 1, 2, 3 spruce planks. And then we're just going to run these all the way to the end. So when you're done, you should be looking like this. Now where the planks meet the dirt, I'm going to knock out those 3 blocks and that one and place in 4 spruce planks. And we'll do the same thing up this end. We'll knock out these 4 bits of dirt, but this time I'm going to place 2 planks and 2 stripped spruce wood. This is the one with bark on every side. Now, staying with the stripped spruce wood, I just want you to randomly mix a few of these into your planks. So when you're done, you should be looking something like that. Now I want you to come along here, and what we're going to do is leave 1 gap of grass blocks. But on the second line of grass blocks, we're going to count in 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th block, we're going to place a stone block right there. And then you can come along to this side and we'll do the same thing, so that on the second grass block we'll count 1, 2, 3 and then place a stone block on the 4th. Then up the back corners we're going to count diagonally, skipping 3 grass blocks, and then we'll place in our stone. And same thing here, 1, 2, 3 on the 4th block we'll place our stone. Now all we're going to do is connect these in a big rectangle, and that's how you should look when you're done, with 3 blocks of grass on these 3 sides and a 1 block gap at the front. So now, staying with your stone blocks, we are just going to fill in this rectangle. And I should mention that we are never going to see these stone blocks, so you could use dirt if you wanted to. So now we're going to come along to one of our side walls and we're going to place a stone block diagonally from that one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sea lanterns. And then from this corner, we'll do the same thing, and then we'll place a stone block in the middle. And these do not need to be sea lanterns. We're never going to see them. You could use torches if you wanted to. They're just to provide a little bit of light. So now that we've done it on that side, come to the opposite side and do the exact same thing. And once you've done that, come around to the back wall and we're going to place 4 sea lanterns and a stone block. And we'll do the same thing from this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a stone block. And from now on, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sea lanterns, then a stone block. So keep placing 5 and a stone block until you've finished the back wall. And now come along to the front wall and we're going to begin the same. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sea lanterns with a stone block. and 1, 2, 3, 4 sea lanterns with a stone block. But this is where it gets a little bit different. So starting on the left here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more stone blocks with a sea lantern, then break that plank and place a trapdoor so we can get light shining up through that. And then we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stone with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sea lanterns. Okay, now we're going to start placing some stone blocks that will be visible, so don't use dirt for these. So we're going to begin on this side over here, and what we're going to do is just place a mixture of stone blocks, tough blocks, and andesite, and just do that absolutely randomly, and we're just going to run around placing a single line of them all the way around until we finish right here. So when you're done, you should be looking something like this. Okay, now I want you to come along to the back left corner, and right here I'm going to place a stone block. We'll do an andesite block there and then 3 jungle leaves. And then on this shorter wall I'm just going to run jungle leaves all the way along and then finish with a stone block. And then we'll go to the opposite corner over here, and this time I'm going to place 2 andesite blocks and then our 3 jungle leaves. And then once again we'll run these along the shorter wall and finish with a stone block. And then you can come along to the back wall and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jungle leaves and then an andesite block. And from this side we'll do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 andesite block, and then we'll fill in the rest with jungle leaves. And now we don't need our dirt border anymore, just go ahead and remove all of this. Okay, come along to the front of the building and we're going to start on the left hand side with spruce slabs. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and then a spruce plank. Now we're going to come along to the right hand side, and this time instead of 7 we're going to place 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then our plank, and then we'll do that again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our plank, and then we're just going to run spruce stairs all the way along the front like so. Now I want you to grab some andesite walls, and in front of our planks at the front here we're just going to place a wall in front of each of these, so you should have 5 in total. And then we're going to keep going around the building, and in front of each of these stone blocks or andesite blocks we're also going to place one of our andesite walls. So keep going all the way around until you finish right there. And then here I'm just going to decorate with a few lilacs. And staying on this side wall, we're going to place a stripped dark oak log in between the sea lanterns. And then on the stone block on the end, we'll place another, and the same on this side. Then come to the inside of your build, and we're going to place a spruce trapdoor on top of our sea lanterns. And then go ahead and flick them all up. And once you've done that, do the exact same thing on this side wall here. And once you've done that, come along to the back wall, and here we're going to do the exact same thing. So in between our sea lanterns, place your stripped dark oak, and then looking in the same direction I am, go ahead, place in your trapdoors and flick them up. Now the front wall is going to be a little bit different. So starting on the left here, just on the end of that sea lantern, we'll place in our stripped dark oak, and then grab spruce slabs and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll place a dark oak on top of the sea lantern, and then another 5 slabs, and then we'll do a dark oak and then place another one on that stone block there. Then come to the inside, and once again we're going to place spruce trapdoors on top of all of our sea lanterns, and then go ahead and flick them all up. Okay, come along to these slabs at the front of the building. Just to the right of those slabs, we're going to place a stone block just behind that stripped dark oak, and then one behind there, and then one just in the middle. Then, looking from this direction, I want you to hold shift, and we'll place 2 spruce trapdoors against those trapdoors, and then 2 more right there, and then we'll place a crafting table like that. Now we're going to build that 2 more times on the back wall. So looking from the front, come along to the back wall, and we're going to start against this log right here. So we'll do stone, stone, 1 in the middle, hold shift, place in your 2 trapdoors, and then a crafting table in the middle. And then staying on the back wall, come along to the other corner And we're going to look at this log here and do the same thing. And here's the aerial view if you want to make sure you've got them in the correct position. And those extra spruce trapdoors are just to let the light shine up through our floor. So now we're going to look over at the back wall and just come along to this crafting table. What we're going to do is skip 2 stone blocks and then place a sea lantern on top, and we'll place an extra 2 each side. Then we're going to come down 2 and then place 3 right there. So we're just making a rectangle, and we'll put stone in the middle and then cover this with red carpet. And then we're going to do the exact same thing over here. So looking at the back wall again, we're going to skip 2 blocks, then place in our sea lantern and create our rectangle. Put our stone in the middle and red carpet. And we've just got 4 more stone blocks to place. So looking from the front here behind that log, we're going to place a stone block. And behind that log, we'll place another. And then on the 2 shorter walls just next to our logs, we are going to place stone blocks as well. So now what you can do is just go ahead and fill in the entire floor with oak planks. So when you're done, you should be looking like this. And if you want a bit of extra detail, you can go ahead and mix in some stripped oak logs in the floor, but I didn't bother with that. Okay, come along to one of your stripped dark oak logs, and on top of this we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more stripped dark oak with a chiseled blackstone on top. And we're going to do this for every single dark oak log. So just go ahead and on all of these add an extra 5 plus your chiseled blackstone. So when you're done, you should have 14 of these pillars. Now we're going to grab stripped dark oak and we're just going to run around connecting our chiseled blackstone in a great big rectangle. And that's how you should look when you're done. So now come along to one of the shorter walls, and just above our trapdoors we're going to place white concrete, and then we're going to run it up the wall, across the top and down that side. Then grab jungle trapdoors, hold shift and place 3 there and 3 here, and then you can flick them all up and then go ahead and build the exact same thing right next to it. Just like that. And then of course go along to the opposite wall and do the exact same thing. And once you've done that, come along to the back wall, and in this section right in the middle we are going to build another one of these windows. And once you've done that, come to the section on the left, and for this wall we're just going to fill in this entire gap with our white concrete. And then on this section just to the right of that window we will do the exact same thing. Okay, come along to the front of our building, and on this section on the left we are going to fill in this gap just completely with our white concrete. And then just skipping the 2 sections where our slabs are, those are the doorways to get in, we're going to come along to this section here and once again fill this in with white concrete. And once you've done that, just to the right of it we're going to run our white concrete above our trapdoors. Then we'll go up the wall, across the top and down that side. And then holding shift we're going to place in 6 jungle trapdoors and flick them up. So that window that we've just done there, we're going to repeat that 2 more times. So we're going to do it there and up this side as well. So when you're done you should be looking like that. Now we are going to come up above, and on top of every single polished blackstone we are going to place 2 stripped dark oak logs, and then in between all of these we're going to be placing 2 lines of white concrete. So just keep doing this all the way around the build. So when you're done you should be looking like this. So now we're going to come to the inside and come along to one of your shorter walls. And on top of that stone block, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stripped dark oak. And then you can come along to this wall and on top of that stone, do the exact same thing. Okay, so now you can look over to where your crafting tables are. And on top of that stone block, we're going to place a stripped dark oak, and on top of that one, but not on the stone in the middle, And for both of these, we're going to build them up to the same height as the wall right here. And then once you've done that, place an extra stone block on top. So go ahead and do that everywhere where we've got this little crafting table contraption. So when you're done, you should have 6 of these pillars. And then come along to where our front door is, and you can see we've got these 2 stone blocks here. Go ahead and do the same thing, build them up to the same height as the wall right here, then place an extra stone block on top. Then what we're going to do is just run a single line of stone all the way around. And that's how you should look when you're done. So now we're going to come to the inside, and starting anywhere you like, we're looking at the white concrete block that is just above this line of stripped dark oak. So at this height here, we're going to place a spruce slab, and then above it at this height right here, we're going to place another spruce slab. And all we're going to do is run these all the way around the building. So when you're done, you should be looking just like this. So now grab some ochre frog lights, and on top of these slabs, we're going to run these all the way around the building. And in the corners here, you can just place a block of stone because we're never going to see that. And if you don't have ochre frog lights, you can use any other light emitting block, although I do think that these look the best. Okay, once you've done that, I want you to look at your back wall and come along to one of these pillars, and right here we're going to place a spruce slab, and we're just going to run it all the way along until we connect to that pillar. And then we'll connect the stone blocks with stripped dark oak. So we've done that once, we're going to do it 3 more times. So looking at your back wall, we're going to do one here, here, and here. So just go ahead and fill all of these in. And once you've done all of those, come along to the middle, and we're going to place, we've got magic blocks here. We're going to place 3 stripped dark oak facing straight up, just like that. And then starting here, we're going to run a line of our dark oak all the way along until we connect right there. Okay, now I want you to come along to the front door, and just underneath this dark oak, we're going to run spruce slabs all the way along, and then come along to one of these corners. And what I built here, I want you to build in all 4 corners. So just underneath our chiseled blackstone, we're going to place some upside down stairs. These are deep slate tile stairs, and then we're going to place a deep slate tile slab in between them. So go ahead, do that in each corner. And once you've done all 4 of those, come along to next to this stair, and we're going to place a spruce trapdoor just against our white concrete. When you get to a bit of dark oak, place an upside down spruce stair, and then continue with your trapdoors, and you'll turn the corner. And just remembering to put in your upside down spruce stairs against the dark oak. And when you get to the front door, just continue with your trapdoors against those slabs. And once you've built that all the way around, we're going to do another loop of the building, this time with deep slate tile slabs, and we're just doing them next to those spruce trapdoors. So run this all the way around. And once you've done that, I want you to come along to your andesite walls, and on top of each of these, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spruce fences. So do that on top of every single andesite wall. So when you're done, you should be looking like this. So now come along to the front of your building, and just in this corner over here, on top of that stone block, we're going to place a spruce fence with a lantern on top, and another fence beside it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And then up this end, we're going to do the exact same thing. And once you've done that, come back up the top here, and just on top of our trapdoors, we're going to run a line of deep slate tile slabs, and we're just going to turn the corner and run these all the way around the building. And then come along to the front, and we are only doing this at the front, so don't continue doing this all the way around the building. So just in front of that slab right there, we are going to place a deep slate tile block, and we're going to place one of these blocks every second block until we get all the way to the end. Remembering this is just on the front wall, And once you've done that, in between these blocks, we are going to place deep slate tile slabs just against the bottom half of these blocks. And once you've done that, in front of these slabs, we're going to place deep slate brick slabs this time. And we're just going to run them at this height all the way around the building. Okay, once you've put those in, you'll notice on the two side walls and at the back wall, these slabs are resting on top of our fences. But at the front wall, they are not. So what we're going to do on this front wall is we're going to put a line of spruce trapdoors all the way along, and these will be resting on top of the fences. So these trapdoors are just for the front wall. So now what we're going to do is underneath our trapdoors, just holding shift, we're going to place spruce fence gates, and we're going to run these all the way around the building. So at the front here, they are under the trapdoors. But once you turn the corner, they'll be under the slabs, and we're just connecting our fences. And when you get to the corner on the back wall here, this corner and the other one there, just place in a fence and hang a lantern from it. And then you can turn the corner and continue. Okay, once you've run them all the way around, come along to one of your shorter walls. And in the corner here, we're going to place a spruce button and another one right there. And we will do the exact same thing up this side. Now for the front and the back, we're going to place extra spruce buttons. So we'll put 2 right there, 2 there, and you get the pattern. Just run these all the way along and do the same for the back wall. Okay, come along to one of the shorter walls and find the middle of the wall just below that stone block and place in a spruce slab. And then looking from the side, we're going to place upside down spruce stairs against it and then just finish in the corner right there. And we'll do the same thing from this direction. In the corners, you can place a spruce slab just like that. Do the same up the other side, and for the longer walls here, it's the same thing. Just find the middle of the wall, place in your slab, and then run your upside down stairs until you reach the corner like that. So do this all the way around the building. So when you're done, you should have these running all the way around. So now what we're going to do is, looking from the front here, we're just going to place spruce trapdoors against these stairs. And when you get to the corner, I don't want to change the direction of the trapdoor. You see how these lines are facing in different directions? What you can do is place your trapdoor like that, and then you'll have to hold shift and place them against those trapdoors, just so all these lines are facing the same way. So go ahead and run these all the way around the building. And once you've done that, grab some deep slate tile blocks, and we're just going to run these around the building just next to our stone blocks. And then come along to a corner, and we're going to place 3 deep slate tile blocks in the corner like so. And then we're going to place one every second block. When you get to the corner, you can place your 3 in the corner again, but then just keep going with every second block and do this all the way around. Okay, come along to one of these shorter walls, and just above our trapdoors, we're going to place deep slate tile stairs. And then I want you to turn the corner and just place a single stair there. And we'll do the same on this side, just placing a single stair. And then you can come up the other side here, do the exact same thing. So stairs all the way along with a single stair on the longer walls. Then you can grab deep slate tile slabs and then cover up the rest of our trapdoors with the slabs. So do this at the front and the back. Okay, so come along to one of your corners here, and we're going to place a temporary block with a deep slate brick slab just out on the diagonal. And then just down a little bit from that slab, we're going to place 2 more like so. And then we're just going to place these brick slabs every second block. When you get to the corner, you can put in your temporary block again. So we've got one sort of flicking up a little bit. And then you can just continue every second block. So do this all the way around. And then you can grab some deep slate brick stairs. And we're just going to fill in these gaps between our slabs. So when you're done, you should be looking like this. So now come along to one of your shorter walls, and what I built here, I want you to copy the exact same thing to the other side. So grab some spruce planks, and just next to our dark oak here, we're going to place a plank, then 1, 2, 3 stone, and then a plank in front, and we'll do the same thing on this side. Then in between these two planks at the front, we're going to run stripped dark oak, then grab some white concrete. We're going to place one up there, and then 2 and 1, and we'll do the same thing here. So 1, 2 and 1. Grab some spruce buttons. We're going to place 2 right there, and then jungle trapdoors. Hold shift and place them like that, and then you can flick them down, and then come to the inside of the building here, and with spruce trapdoors we're going to place 3 right there and flick them down, and the same right here. So go ahead and build that on both sides, and once again what I built here, copy the exact same thing to the other side. So looking in the same direction I am, we're going to place 3 upside down spruce stairs like that, and then just against our white concrete 3 more like so, and then you'll need a temporary block so you can place your spruce planks up there. Then grab some stone bricks, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3 just next to that spruce with a stone brick slab in the middle, and then 2 like that, and we'll do the same thing on this side. So 1, 2, 3 slab in the middle, and 2 like that, and feel free to mix in cracked stone bricks whenever you want to. And then we're going to place 3 on top of our stairs, and another 3 stone bricks there, and 1 on top. Now grab stone brick stairs, and looking from this direction, starting here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and then same thing here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now against that stone brick there, we'll place an upside down stone brick stair facing away from the building, and then we'll place another one on top right there with chiseled stone bricks. So go ahead and build that on both sides. And once again, what I built here, copy to the other side. So against the top half of that spruce, place a deep slate tile slab, then starting next to it, 1, 2, 3, 4 deep slate tile blocks with a slab on the end. Same thing on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a slab on the end. Now starting next to that last stone brick, we'll place a deep slate tile slab, 2 tile blocks, and then we'll do the same up this side, slab, then 2 blocks, and then we'll just run slabs all the way along the bottom. So build that on the other side. Okay, we are done on the 2 side walls, so now I want you to come along to the front, and what I built here will be exactly the same on the back, so build both of these at the same time. So we're going to come along next to this spruce trapdoor, we're going to place an upside down deep slate tile stair, and then a deep slate tile block right there, and we're just going to run this all the way along, just on top of our frog lights, until we reach the end, and then once again right here we're going to place an upside down deep slate tile stair, and then you can turn the corner and continue placing your upside down stairs until we connect to that other stair we placed. Now come back to the front here, grab some deep slate tile blocks, and starting here we're just going to place 1 every second block, and continue doing that until we reach the other side. Now grab some deep slate tile slabs, and against the top half of these 3 white concrete blocks, just place your slabs in there, and then all we're going to do is run these all the way along until we connect over there. So this is how you should look when you're done. So you've got those upside down stairs running all the way along, and our 3 lines of slabs. So now come up the top, and just on top of our dark oak, we're going to run a line of our deep slate tile blocks all the way across until we reach the end. Now what we're going to do is, you can see here where we've got these blocks poking out that we did earlier. In line with those, we're going to do more blocks. So starting on that stone, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, then skip a block, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to continue that pattern all the way along. So that's how you should look when you're done, and just remember to do both sides at the same time. So now what I want you to do is, just looking at these stone blocks there, on this second stone block just next to that we're going to place a deep slate tile slab, and then every second block we're going to place another slab, and just run these all the way along until we finish there, and then come down to the next level. And we're going to do this a little differently. We're going to place a deep slate tile slab there, then 1 on the stone, 1 in front. So we're just doing this little crisscross pattern, and just do this all the way along. And now we'll switch to deep slate tile stairs, and we're going to place 4 of them in a line. The first one will go just in front of this bottom hole. You can see we've got 3 holes in the roof. In front of the bottom one, place your stair, and then place 3 more behind it like so. So just continue that pattern all the way along. So now your roof is all filled in. What you can do is come up the top, and just in the middle here we're going to run a line of andesite walls, and they will have stone brick slabs on top. So just run these all the way along. And that's our roof 100% complete. So now we can come to the front, and just to the right of our doorway, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3 spruce trapdoors. In front of that third one, I'll do a flower pot dead bush and 2 flowering azalea leaves. And then just to the left of the doorway, same thing, count 3 trapdoors, and then we'll do our little plant again. Then you can come to the inside, and in each corner, we are going to do the same thing, just do one of these plants in all 4 corners. Okay, once you've put all 4 of those in, it's time to start building our storage areas. So looking from the front of the build, we're going to come along to this one right here. Just behind our crafting table, we'll do a blast furnace, and then we'll place furnaces all the way up the middle like so. And in the other 2 sections, just behind our crafting table, I'm going to put barrels in the middle, just for a bit of extra storage. And then it's pretty simple. We're just going to fill up this area with double chests. So do that for each of these. So when you're done, you should be looking like this. So now I want you to look over to your doorway, and just up here we're going to place 2 spruce fences with 3 spruce fence gates in between, and we'll do the same right there. And now we're going to hang some lanterns. So look at our back wall, grab your spruce fences again, and we're going to place 2 right there. We will hang chains from those and lanterns. Now come along to one of your shorter walls, and what I build here, copy the same thing to the other side. We're going to do 2 fences there. If you look to the left, you can place one there, and then look to the right, place one there, and each of these are going to have chains and lanterns. So when you're done, you'll be looking like this with your lanterns up each end. So now we're going to look over toward our back wall again, and just in the middle here we're going to skip a block from our window and place a temporary block, and then against that we're going to place an acacia trapdoor, and then you can break it, and then holding shift we're going to place an acacia trapdoor on each side and flick it down. On top of that, holding shift again, we'll place a flower pot and place a lily of the valley. Then on this side we'll do a grindstone and an ender chest. And now you can just run around placing whatever workstations you think you'll need. What I'm going to do is next to the door over here, I'll do a smithing table. Over here, I'll do a stone cutter. And up the other end, I'll place a loom right there. And then on this side, an anvil. And that is it. That is your Japanese storage room. 100% complete. So thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And one word of caution, if you are using this as a storage room, a creeper could quite easily walk in there and say hello to you. So you may want a fence out the front to stop that from happening. So thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.